Alex here with a legal nuts and bolts video on intervention. It's going to be a short video. I just want people to know this exists and just going to go over the basics as to what it is and let anyone who's curious do the research on their own. But typically with a lawsuit, the plaintiff or the petitioner sues the defendant or the respondent. And the plaintiff is in the case by virtue of having filed a lawsuit, and the respondent or the defendant is in the case by virtue of having been served the papers. Sometimes somebody else's rights will be affected by the court case that's going on between those two people, the plaintiff and the defendant, or the petitioner and the respondent. And that other person who's not involved in the case needs to get in there so that that person can exercise his or her rights or protect his or her rights or assets. And that's basically done by something known as intervention. I think we have it both in the statutes and in the court rules in Nevada. Specifically, it's in the Nevada Rules of Appellate Procedure. And I know there's two types of intervention. I think one is called permissible, which explains when the court is allowed to permit intervention if it deems that it's appropriate. And the other is called intervention by right, which basically, if you satisfy whatever criteria, you have a right to intervene, and the court has no choice but to allow it in those situations. As I said, I'm really not going to go into the details. I just wanted people to know that this exists. If there's some kind of court case that's ongoing, that a company or a corporation or a person is going to have their rights altered or affected in some meaningful way by that other court case, whatever it may be, and they haven't been sued, and they're not a part of that case, and they don't have any way to file papers and pleadings and get involved, they can intervene into that case, and if the judge grants the intervention, they're basically in one fell swoop added to the case as a third party. So anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I'll see you guys next time.